You still chilling though?
No, yeah, for sure. I just wanted to see what the best thing. You know what I'm saying?
You get your angle right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let them make sure you get that pretty side.
Now, when you fat, you know, Chino, I know you was at. You know, from all, yeah, I thought it was Chino.
Yeah. Pull the microphone this way a little.
You gotta get that right there, what?
That's our producer in the background. Don't worry.
So good. We liking in my foot?
Yeah, you straight. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. We live on YouTube right now too. If you guys want to hit the link in my bio, check out the full video. Tap the fuck in. If not, stay right here. Stay tuned.
Yeah, y'all can stay right here. This shit gonna be live. This shit gonna be uploaded onto.
Stop talking so you can pop that and I can line it up real quick.
Oh yeah, sound like my girl, huh? Straight to the point.
What it do, it could be, hope it is what it should be. This your boy Sneaks by the way, and this is Busy in Music. And guess what? We got a crazy ass guest that everybody is highly anticipated to hear about. Carson's very gone.
What's the deal?
What it do?
Chilling, brother. We out here.
That's what I like to hear, man. How you feeling today?
I'm doing great, brothers. Having a good day. You know what I'm saying? Thursday. Gonna finish this week off strong.
Exactly. You got a good week so far?
Yes, sir, man. Just getting ready for this little project, this little drive, the release, and juggling work on my feet, bro. You know what I mean? Life's life.
Busy in Music, that's how it be. How did you feel about that Lakers win?
Man, it was good to see. I mean, we should have got game 5, but it's cool. Either way, you know, one more for the people.
Man, I'm not even complaining.
Nah, me neither. I mean, by halftime, I'll be honest, people are over the game. We're up by 30.
Yeah, but let me be real with you. In game 5, when they came in and they played, if you paid attention, LeBron was the only one that was really eating. And it wasn't even because he was being a ball hog.
Yeah,
how many misses did they have? How many turnovers did they have?
That's true.
So it's like, we quote unquote should have won that one, but they wasn't hungry for it.
No, they didn't want it.
They got comfortable.
But they came in game 6 ready.
Yeah, they came out in game 6. That was like the Dodgers last night when the Dodgers came out 15 hits out the door.
Yeah, I feel that.
Well, yeah, you said you're working towards this new little project. This, what do you want to call it?
Yeah, man. So this project's called 234th and Main. That's the intersection of my city where I grew up at. I feel like, you know, it hits home. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know me, if you're from my city, you see me at that liquor store my whole life. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody knows me right there. You know what I mean? It's just comfort. It's my comfort zone. You know what I mean? It's my hood. It's my territory. It's my I feel like it's home. You know what I mean? Like coming from Vegas, wherever I'm going, go to Anchor Liquor first. Before I go anywhere at home, before I go to liquor. It's just like and I feel like a lot of the people in my city is the same way. But that's what that project just means a lot to me. I mean, that cross street means a lot to me. So I was juggling different names for the project. And I came across that one, bro, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna run with this. So we're doing that. I got it drops on my birthday, October 30th. You know what I'm saying?
That's in what, 2 weeks?
Yes, sir. 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Yeah.
15 days away.
That's what I'm talking about. So the way you describe that, your comfort zone, does that mean this album is your comfort zone? You in your zone on this album?
I'm gonna be honest. I had set goals at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I fell through, but then we had COVID, so that really kind of shifted everything. You know what I mean? So I had like regain plan, redo everything a little different. So I felt like I wasn't gonna actually fulfill my full year plan, which was the project at the end of the year, because of everything going on. I was gonna just stick to singles, but something just hit me one day, and I was like, you know what? You got these 5 lingering singles. You got a couple out. You know what I mean? I just put 2 and 2 together, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fulfill that destiny. I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do. So if to answer your question, I feel like it's me. For sure, it's me. It ain't my best work. I ain't getting them all yet. You know what I mean? I got a lot of shit to cut. But this is something for the people that's been supporting me, my family, my friends, the followers, and then the people that are tuning in. They get to see a little bit of me and see what I'm about and see where I come from. Another reason why I use the hood from 234th and Main. That's what I'm like mostly known for. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like, man, that's where we at.
That's what's up. I respect the fact that you said I'm not gonna let COVID stop me, and you went out there and you made shit happen because I know that one thing that Chuck Dizzle and DJ Hed always ask at the end of their shit, at the end of their podcast on Homegrown Radio is, what is gonna be your goal at the end of the year?
Yeah.
So for you to sit here and say your goal at the end of the year was, you already had it. Your goal at the end of the year was to release a body of work, and for you to sit here and say, you know what, I can't. Oh, I can, and you doing it.
Yeah, man.
And not only are you rolling it out, you hitting the ground running.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's premeditated for sure. Like I tell a lot of people, man, I wrote this shit out every night in my cell. You know what I'm saying? This shit was premeditated. This shit was I knew when I came in this game, I definitely didn't want to be popular. It wasn't about being the cool guy, the flashy motherfucker with tattoos. I wasn't trying to be that main. I wanted my voice to speak for itself. You get what I'm saying? I think a lot of people come off with their image first, and we in hopes that the music is good behind it.
Yeah.
When you have both, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful combination.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's hard, man, when you set goals and shit. You know what I mean? And I feel like to any artist out there, you know what I mean? Like you have to set goals. You have to plan ahead. You can't be doing this last minute. I'm gonna make this song today. I'm gonna drop it next week. You're not gonna get the full potential of it. You know what I mean?
I'm already knowing. I literally sat down with Hop Out when we first linked up, and I told him, "What are you doing tomorrow?" And he was like, "I don't even know." So like ever since we've been working with him, it's always been, "What are you doing tomorrow?" And then it came from, "What are you doing tomorrow?" to "What you doing next week?" to "Here go your weekly schedule," to "Here go a schedule from the week to the month." So it's like,
yeah, really didn't get that fancy over a little bit. Yeah, so I'm a fat boy. You feel me? I be sweating.
So it's very good that you came out with that knowledge of knowing that you needed to have a plan, but not only did you need to have a plan, you need to execute. And everything that this shit crazy as fuck.
No,
I'm glad that we having this conversation on air instead of before we start recording.
Yeah.
Because I literally made a post a couple of hours ago on my Instagram saying like, don't just plan, execute. That was literally just a post. Don't just plan, execute.
I feel that's the only way you can do it. You know what I mean? You gotta execute. You know what I mean? You can sit there and make a million ideas. You can be the most analytical person in the world and got everything figured out. But if you don't go and out there and get dirty, you're not gonna know what it feels like. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Everything I speak off of, any advice, input that I have is purely based off experience. I can't speak on things I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't even lie to myself. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you gotta keep something, like you gotta be real. You know what I mean? And so that shit going.
I respect the fuck out of that. So who are you, Gutta?
Man, I'm Gutta Gone, the worship. Man, I'm from Carson, California, born and raised. Yes, sir, man. I've been at this shit for a minute, bro. Well, like when we met, we met during the show. We got to link up, do that. I just been on this journey, bro. You know what I mean?
So in between us linking up and meeting, how long was you doing music and how long was you home?
I might have been home a year when I met you, maybe a year and a half when I met you, maybe two. About 2 years ago, give or take. I was doing music, I'm gonna take seriously 2011, 12. I mean, that's when I really was like, all right, this is gonna be what I wanna do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna transfer from this particular lifestyle that I'm living and shift over towards music because I feel like that's a better way for me to express myself rather than what I was doing, you know?
I respect the fuck out of that. That's how it's supposed to be because this shit is really a diary. A lot of people don't know that artists need therapy and shit. Especially people like us. Like, I represent what you come from and what you represent, which is the streets. You feel me? And the shit that we go through, it takes people on the outside looking in to tell you that shit's not normal. You feel me?
Yeah.
So the shit that we seem is okay, it is okay because for us it's how we survive. But on the outside, in the regular world, in a normal world, outside of violence, that shit's not normal. So when it comes to the music, it's our therapy because nobody else, we can't talk to nobody. Or we sit here and talk to somebody else about this shit, they might think that we soft or we not. It gives them the will to want to test us.
Yeah, sure. Trying to basically opening that door for somebody to try to test you.
Exactly. So it's like when you come to this shit and you come to this music, niggas don't say I want to test you. Niggas say I relate to you, Gutta.
Yeah, for sure.
You just said some shit that I can't say.
Man, I know that's being real, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. A lot of motherfuckers be tapping in, bro. And to me, I just be in my, I just be writing my shit. I be feeling how I feel, bro. And motherfuckers be hitting me back like, man, what you said, bro, I felt that. Like, I did a project with self-sabotage, and There's a little story about this dude, man. He's from the, I can't think of his name on the top, but he's from the northeast of LA. He lives over there that way, or the southeast of LA, excuse me. And he had bought the project, pulled up, grabbed some merch, and he just told me like, like I was going through a certain situation with my baby mama, and when I heard your song self-sabotage, you know what I mean? Like I realized I can't be mad at no one myself. You know what I mean? That's what the whole point of that song is like, you can't ask for help if you put yourself in that position, bro. You know what I mean? If you already knew what you was not supposed to. I mean, come on, you can't complain,
Exactly.
That's one thing I can't stand. You know what I mean? Like they blame everybody for everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a Sneak's fault when my song got dropped. It's his fault I didn't do this. You know what I mean? It's the police fault they pulled me over. You gotta be accountable for your shit.
This is about the business side of
the anxiety.
Exactly, the struggles, the anxiety,
stress.
The stress, but the execution that still happens to make shit happen because everybody thinks this shit is easy.
Yeah, if it was easy, everybody would be where it's at. Like I tell people a lot. Everyone does music. You know what I'm saying? Everybody raps. Everybody skates. Everybody does graffiti. Everybody traps. Everybody does tattoos. But what are you gonna do to make yourself stand out? Like what's your distinguishing quality? You know what I mean? What do you have that's different? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's how I want to bring it to the game. I know that as I'm coming in, so I gotta do things different. I gotta strategize a little bit different. I gotta get Brian Ortega in my videos. I gotta try to get these different people. I gotta do this different element of promotion that is not selling my soul. You know what I mean? It's bringing the wow factor. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be the Apple of what I do. You know what I mean? I want people to love for what it is. You know what I mean? Before they even know anything, they fell in love with it. So once you hear the price, you're gonna pay for it. It don't matter. Exactly. You fell in love with what it was.
Exactly.
And that's what I stand for. You know what I mean?
And that's how it's supposed to be, because you put passion behind something, people respect passion. And that's why I respect artists like you. The artists that sit there and write they soul on that paper. Step into that book with their soul. And not people that sit here and say, you know what? Yeah. Music is where the money at, so I'm gonna go here and just say whatever. Oh, this is what popping right now. Percocet, lead, Henny set. I'm gonna go say that shit. I don't even do this shit, but I'm gonna go say it because I can't. I can't stand behind that. I can't.
Yeah, that's just when I was on that shit, when I was getting high and doing my thing, bro. I'm saying like this. That's not something I really want to talk about. And when I did, I never felt comfortable rapping about it. Like, emphasizing the bigger picture. You know what I mean? Metaphorically telling my story, it's okay to do that. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? When you're promoting it, look what happened. Look what it is. I lost a good friend and shit. It's a fucked up situation. You know what I mean? So it's like, the shit's real. You know what I mean? And you talk about it, you manifest it.
Yeah.
Our minds are magnets. You know what I mean? So everything you say, you're manifesting it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, you see like someone smoking on Instagram, smoking a blunt or on the back, I gotta go get a bag, I gotta smoke. It's like that. It's that weird shit. You know what I mean? It's that magnetic force field. I don't know what it is, but it makes you like, that's why you gotta just kind of be careful what you look at or what you absorb. You know what I mean? Because you are what you absorb.
Yeah.
People say you are what you eat, you are what you absorb. Energy.
Same shit.
Same thing with energy, you know what I mean?
Because a lot of things, the way that this world moves is about energy, and people don't realize it. People move and they don't have that inner feeling of the energy that's moving around. And that's why people don't even know that they finna get got.
Yeah.
It's a nigga that's been standing behind you for 20 minutes just me mugging you, and you don't even have that energy to understand that he's been there ready to get you. Because you ain't doing nothing wrong. No. He jealous of the way you moving, but you just think that you moving how you moving. You feel me? But you gotta be aware of all that shit.
No, definitely, bro. You gotta be on the toes. You know what I mean? But that's also comes with the territory, bro. You know what I mean? Like some people, you know what I mean? Like I don't get up. Like you can't get over on the people that were there for you. You can't put people down. You know what I mean? You gotta just keep it G. You know what I mean? You can't do nothing I can't do nothing for you if you ain't doing nothing for yourself.
Yeah. And
then some people gonna step up. Like I'm ready to work. I know there's a handful of people that are in my circle, bro. That once this shit really gets surfacing, you know what I mean? They're gonna be ready to work. Because I can't, like I said, I can't offer no one nothing but a job. I can't give nobody nothing because, you know what I mean? They don't give me shit.
No, that's how it's supposed to be.
You know what I mean?
And the whole point of this is supposed to be able to give somebody a job, somebody that really can't get a job. You feel me? And that's the reason why I grind so hard. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why you grind so hard, because I seen the way that you try to push yourself with your team. I remember the way that you was telling me about, hey, look, I got this going on at the pier. Me and my team got this going on. Like, it was never about just you. You always made sure you named your team when you said something or when you did something. You made sure everybody had a position.
Sure.
But
I thought that's how it's supposed to be, you know what I mean? But sometimes people gotta want it for themselves just as bad as you do. You know what I mean? It becomes now you're telling me what to do. At first it was like, hell yeah, we doing it, we moving. And then when they're not getting the full feedback, you know, some people don't like to see you win. You only have a certain place in their life for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure people hate it.
They want to see you do good, but not win.
People hate it. How do I go to prison for 3 years? I ain't got shit. I ain't got no car. I ain't got no license. She barely got off parole last year. I've been on probation since I was 14. I never had shit. I never even thought I'd make it this far. So to do what I do and have the charisma and the spunk and the positive attitude, people, they envy that shit. They don't like it. They don't see why. How can you be so happy? He used to be so angry all the time. He was trying to do this, trying to do that. Nah, bro, I just found out who I was. I found out who I was. I fell in love with myself. Now I was able to love people. I'm able to love my woman. I'm able to love my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the people are hustling ass backwards out here. You know what I mean? They're doing shit ass backwards, and it shows.
That's because that's the way that they were taught. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm 29, bro. Like, my section, I'm gonna speak for my section. My section, the generation right before me, when I came around, they all got hit at the time. I'm talking about 10 plus years on the calendar. So it's like, when it comes to big homies, a lot of us don't have big homies. So what they look to as a big homie is the next nigga that wasn't actually taught correct. You feel me? Luckily for me, I followed my big homies since I was 7. Since I jumped off the porch, I'm hanging with them. I'm talking about get the fuck out the house, go play with the kids. And when they tell me get out the house, go play with the kids, I'm not going to play with the kids. I'm leaving, I'm going home. If I'm not gonna chill over here with y'all, I'm going home because these kids ain't gonna teach me nothing because they want to go play. I'm not trying to play. I'm trying to figure out how life works.
Yeah, I feel it.
You feel me? So it's like, yes, this generation got it bad. They didn't have that guidance. And me coming in, I'm trying to turn shit around and be like, hey, you can do this. And I see that you trying to do the same shit, Gutta, like you over like, hey, we can do this. And as long as you fuck right now, don't even worry about nobody else around you supporting you.
Nah, that was now we gonna get there, man. I don't want to speak too much on the situation, but when we met, you know, I was a unit when we met. You know what I mean? And I feel like things will happen how they happen. You know what I mean? And like I tell people this all the time.
Actually, we're gonna get there. I don't know because I want that conversation to be more. I don't want to jump into that one right now.
Okay, that's fine. I was just trying to get to the point of the relying on people. You know what I mean? Basically, when you go through something, you learn that all you got is you.
Yep.
When I'm asleep, Gutta Gone music is sleep. Until I find the right people that's gonna be working for me while I'm asleep. You know what I mean? I got my friends, I got my supporters, I got my brothers, I got people that are always there for me. My family, my mom, my brother, my sister, the people that are there for me to support. But support is only so much. Support's only so much. You still have to put the footwork in. You know what I mean? And that's what people like neglect. You know what I mean? So I feel like I get what you're saying though. You gotta just focus on you. There is no team.
I think that's right now, a team is important. We're gonna talk about that too.
Yeah,
but right now, what you gotta, you are down a path that says you can't focus on nobody else. And with that focus and the destination that you're gonna have, that you're gonna get to, you're gonna be able to double back and blue laces, like Nipsey said.
I feel that too.
And when you double back, you're gonna be able to bring everybody back that you need to. But along this journey, the people that wasn't patient, the people that felt like, oh, this and that, those are the ones that you're gonna realize you can't put in that car.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that I tell other artists. A sprinter van only has X amount of seats. You gotta figure out who can roll in that sprinter van with you. You feel me? And that means you're gonna have to build your team, and along that team, you're gonna have to be your chosen entourage.
Yeah.
But you gotta remember, there's a driver, there's a manager, there's a whoop-de-whoop, you feel me? There's a DJ. So those, as you
getting slim.
Exactly. So as you take this journey, count up who can fit in these seats. Fuck everybody else. Because as soon as you started concentrating on Gutta Gone, you started being Gutta Gone.
Yeah. I feel, yeah, man, we can get into that, bro.
Now we're gonna get into this.
Talk to me.
You talk about Brian Ortega. We're not gonna bypass that. Did y'all catch that? He slickly was just like, yeah, I got Brian Ortega. No. How the fuck did you get Brian Ortega? I'm not gonna lie to you. As soon as I posted this video, I got a boxer friend, an amateur boxer that's coming up. Shout out my boy Ali. He was like, that's Brian Ortega. I'm like, yeah, what's your point? And I was like, that's your world, so that's important to you. So I'm like, how the fuck did you go and if y'all don't know, Gutta Gone, go search it. Gutta Gone, built like this. Go search it. Brian Ortega's in that video. How the fuck did that come about?
Man, you want to know how we came we got acquainted, or do you want to know the situation for the video?
If you willing to give both, tell me both.
Oh shit, we grew up in similar high school. You know what I mean? I mean junior highs and shit. You know, I think went to different high schools. He's just about the same age as me, bro. Different next city over. You know what I mean? Just mutual friend. We knew about each other. You know what I mean? We knew of each other. We was never know. You know what I mean? We had like a. I don't get too deep into it, but there was some shit going on. You know what I mean? But as time goes on, everything got cool. You know what I mean? Everything was all love, and I came home and I realized he was like one of my homies was like he's on a UFC game. And I'm like, man, like for me it's like that is dope. You feel me? Like
that's big.
Man, like I know, bro. He's on the fucking game, and I'm playing. I don't play video games, but I'm right there watching the homies play with him and shit. And like it was dope. So just watching him, I ran into him at a local bar. It was one of my friend's birthdays. I just got out, probably not even 2 months out, bro. I was already, my first time out. Ran into him, see what he was doing. And then as time went on, I seen it. When Bill Like This came around, shout out to my boy Brody B though. He really made that happen though. You know what I mean? My boy YDM. You know what I'm saying? We made the song. You know what I mean? We had dropped it. Brody had tapped in about a month later. I was actually in the hospital having my baby that week. You know what I mean? And he tapped in. He's like, "We got a budget for the video. Do this, whoop. So I'm having my baby. I'm going outside. I'm on the phone. I'm in the middle of this trying to figure this out. And I was like, man, I want to get Brian Ortega in this video. You know what I'm saying? He had came out to the show. We had a show at the Novo with DJ Quick in the Dog Pound, February 1st. And he had came out with his people, you know what I mean? And just, the support was real, I had went to one of his fights in Vegas, UFC 222. It's just the support, you know what I'm saying? And I reached out to him, bro, no hesitation, bro, said, yeah. I mean, real humble dude, man, you know what I mean? And he was actually in the middle of his training session. So he doing his thing, he was training, he was doing his shit. We got the scenes out, you know what I mean? It was a blessing, you know what I mean? A lot of people hit me up like, how do you make it happen, and that's pretty much how it happened. There's like, good relationships. A lot of my relationships were before rap. You know what I mean? I met a lot of people in my life before rap. I've done a lot. So just, yeah, man, it was cool, man. Shout out to Brian Ortega, man. He fights tomorrow. Saturday. Yeah, for sure. He going up. Korea Zombie. It's all bad.
That's what's up. Built Like This is up by 18,000 streams?
Streams? No. Video.
Views on
views, you got about 10 racks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad lack of steady promotion. You know what I mean? But we there.
But you was dropping consistently, so it was like
for sure.
When it came to that, you had to drop. You had to make sure you promoted this, promoted that. But that's also a learning point, right?
Yeah, for sure, man. Everything's a work in progress, bro. So to make up for it, I'm dropping on it's on the project. You know what I'm saying? So you can reevaluate that. Get to that because I feel that song just needs to be heard. Built Like This needs just to be heard, bro.
Built Like This from the way the beat drops to the way that the song goes to the way that the video goes. Like y'all know that. Shout out Brody, shout out YDM. Like y'all did y'all shit on that video. Like it came together perfectly how it should be. That's when I'm gonna guess that's when everybody started paying attention.
It was fresh off parole.
Fresh off parole, I'm gonna agree with that one.
I had the attention locally. You know what I mean? My people that knew me, people that would see me at shows, they become lifetime fans, bro. Everybody that I met at all your guys' shows, They were like, bro, you're crazy. They felt the love. It became a part of what I was doing. To this day, a lot of dudes I met, they still tapping in. You know what I mean? And but that was my coming back after reinventing myself. Had the fallout and then the reinvention. You know what I mean? I had to go back and plot. Like I tell people, I didn't know how I was gonna do it again. I didn't know I was stuck, but I knew I wasn't gonna stop. I didn't know how I was gonna do it. I was plotting. You know what I mean? And that shit happened, bro. And I feel like when I did Fresh Off Parole. Let me get into that for you, bro. I was at my boy's studio. They invited me over.
Congratulations for being on parole, by the way.
Oh yeah, thank you, man. It feels
good. A lot of people can't make it.
Man, I've been on probation since I was 14 years old, bro. Never got off. Graduated to parole. And man, 3 years I had high control. You know what I'm saying? I had to stay out 3 years, bro. That shit was But that's when I learned being accountable. If you don't put yourself in stupid situations, you ain't going to jail.
Let me speak on that because of being accountable. Let me tell you, I came home, probation and parole, same shit. And first day out, because I went in at 18, you feel me? And because I did time at the juvie, my probation officer sat there and told me on the phone, she called somebody on the phone, like, because I'm trying to get, how can I get my social security card? My social security card. How can I get my birth certificate? How can I, I don't have any of this.
Yeah.
She sat here on the phone like, oh, he needs to do that, that, and that. He's not gonna do that. Nah, he that's not him. Nah, he's young. He's still young, and he's been in the system like a long time. That's too much work. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? I don't even know what the work is. You're not even telling me. How can you speak for me when this is our first time in office together? From that probation, remember I told you I'm on probation and parole. That's what she told me. From there, I go meet my parole officer. They make me call state psychiatrists. The state psychiatrist, based off of these questions. These are questions, not full conversations with you, but questions. Off of this questionnaire that she's having with me on the phone, she determines that I'm a sociopath and I'm likely to go back to jail.
Yeah, they try to, off of the black and white, they try to label you. Black and white paperwork. You know, exactly. They try to label you from what they think. That's why they do these questionnaires. You know
exactly.
Because if you weren't, you wouldn't answer this, that. You know what I mean? I feel it.
And it was like,
it's horrible.
Exactly, but hey, I'm 6 years free, no violations, no nothing. I'm talking about they kicked me off of probation early in LA, and then parole, I was on high risk just like you. So they couldn't kick me off, but they broke me down in once a month type shit. So like, I know what you're talking about, that type of shit, but I needed to say that because when you say what you just said, people need to understand the words behind it. Like it's really hard trying to survive.
Deep, bro. It's deep. But trying to explain to everybody the hardships of everything, bro. Everyone got an excuse. Everyone thinks they know everything, bro. People that so to me, I just
that's why I had to say what I said because you went 3 years, I went 3 years, and we didn't stagger. We had hardships, but we didn't fucking go back.
Yeah.
We motivation for them. I just need you to understand that. That's the reason why I say it. That's why I need you to
if you're on parole, man, get out that motherfucker.
Exactly. Tell your story.
Stop fucking with your weird ass homies. Your weird ass homies. Yeah, man.
But no, from there, this is all resurrecting back to you being this body of work, 2, 3, 4. That video built like this, you right there in front of Angry Liquor, like you said. Then you come back with the one that you in the straight jacket.
Oh, War Wounds.
Yeah,
that was before.
Yeah, I know that was.
War Wounds. So War Wounds, man.
Cause you say that what you call got you on there. You say that song got you the attention.
Yeah, for sure. Fresh Up Pro. Shout out to my boy Sammy.com.
I say War Wounds got that attention.
Well, yeah, but War Wounds is Fresh Up Pro is a single off War Wounds.
That's that. War Wounds is an album.
It's an EP.
I did not know that.
So back to the story, bro. I didn't. It's a deep story. You know what I'm saying? It just starts all the way back to the beginning. But like I said, I got that shit together, and Fresh Out Pro was dropped as a single, right? And then when I dropped the project, I dropped that with it. You know what I'm saying? On the EP. That's what happened. But you probably seen it because it came first. You know what I'm saying? The video came first before the project.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say it's the Fresh Out Pro video. My boy Sammy.com reached out and said, "Man, you trying to sit on the bridge?" I said, "Yup." Everyone laughing. You get your fat ass up there. I'm gonna get my fat ass up there. I used to climb shit all the time. You feel me? So that was like I give it to Sammy. That was for sure a big turning point.
That was you putting on for Carson. That's what I was trying to lead up to that. I was trying to go from War Wounds, how you sitting right there at the intersection. You sitting at the intersection. A lot of people sit there and they just want to sit in front of a house with 30 of their homies and drink some lean and have a gun. But you literally came out with a production, my guy.
Yeah, man. It's just my creative mind, bro. It's just things I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's funny. We're shooting. I have a song with my boy Predominance, my barber, man. Shout out to Predom R2. You know what I'm saying? We did a song. I'm on a hook for him. He has one verse. My boys did a video. And I know they remember this. My boy Rod Captures at Sammy.com. We're on the rooftop. This is months before. And I was just telling him, I was like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna call my next project War Wounds. And I wanna get dressed up like an old school jarhead. You know what I'm saying? I wanna get a real grungy ass, you know what I mean, like grungy ass picture with that. You know what I mean? Because War Wounds, I feel like that's a dope concept, it's a dope metaphor. And time went on. I started putting everything together, the project. I reached back out to them, you know what I mean? And my boy was like, nah, bro, you should paint your face, dog, and put straight jacket. And I was like, oh, like that. And then I was trying to figure out a good scene to do that at. You know, I'm like, I'm gonna do that shit right there in the cross section of my hood, right there by the park. I was like, man, I'm gonna do it right there. So we did that, bro. I just, everything's premeditated. I mean, I think about shit. I plan shit out in my head. You know what I mean? I be thinking about it. I pitch my ideas out. It came together. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel like it got the views and the streams it deserve, but that's lack of promotion on my part. You know what I mean? I'm back to learning curves. You know what I mean? You learning, you learn that. You know what I mean? Going back. That's why I felt like this time with 234th and Main, I stepped back and realized, I got out of art. Well, being an independent artist, I'm a one-man team, bro. It's me. I got people that are on my squad that are down for the shit. At the end of the day, it's me. You know what I mean? And I feel I stepped back and I know I had to strategize the marketing a little better. And I had to get out of artist mode and get into manager mode and really get this shit right. You know what I mean? And that's what got it going, man.
Well, I love the simple fact that we can sit here and debate on which one of your tracks actually put you on. Because the simple fact that means you got a great body of work out there.
I was just talking about that. I was like, man, you only got one. I'm talking shit. All you motherfuckers talk shit. I'm tell y'all. It's a lot, man. But they be like, man, if this one my favorite song. And my hater ass homies, if they got a favorite song, then I'm doing something right. You feel me? If they got a song they can slap every day in their car, then we're doing something right. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's where I'm from, it ain't like I tell people, they ain't no fake it till you make it where I'm from, bro. You will get exposed. We don't play that fake shit where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? That shit gets no love. You know what I mean? Like, so it feels good, bro. It feels real good.
That means you're doing something right, brother.
Yeah.
234th and Main. That motherfucker is dropping October 30th. Do not forget that. Because this rollout is crazy. You sit here and saying that you lack a promotion. But I don't think that you understand the fact that your numbers coming from the simple fact that you just broke away from a partner and now you're independent and you're solo,
Yeah.
And your numbers being what they are means that you have a motherfucking fan base. Like you have numbers that says I can get paid.
Oh yeah, it was my fan base to begin with. Yeah, for sure.
We understand that.
Yeah.
But I'm just letting you know, like when you sit here and down count your numbers, you have great numbers for somebody that's solo. You have great numbers for somebody that was under an umbrella and became just purely Gutta Gone.
No, you're right. Back to what you said though, man. I put the focus on me. I was the one, you know what I mean? People show up, people do their part. The people that are pulling the strings are the ones that are really doing the shit. And I gotta be that guy for myself right now, you know what I mean? Until, like I said, until there's someone out there who's ready to work for me like how I work for myself, you know what I mean? And we got something going. But I feel it though, I appreciate that. Yeah, you know what I mean? I feel that.
So from now we're gonna have to lead to that umbrella you was under, the minority. Because when I met you, I met you back in 2018, and you just this fast talking motherfucker on the porch that I couldn't.
Canada pat on me. That I pulled up to the house. I told you.
I wasn't sure if I can trust because this was my first event.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know. I throw events. I curated an event for Sami Third, his first headlining event in the city, Long Beach, and Gutta Gone was one of those people. And from there, we've been locked in.
Yeah, sure.
Now, Gutta Gone came up to me and was like, look, he don't even know that I came to him with the same proposition that the Observatory OC gives. So it was like, I wasn't coming to him with no weird shit.
Yeah.
He was like, look, bro, this is what's going on in my life. And when he explained to me his life, I understand the circumstances. I was like, you know what, bro, like, we can make this happen.
Yeah, I think I hear the story first. Now I come out, I'm strong. I come out strong. I know that's who I am. You gotta embrace who you are, but I'm confident. You know what I mean? I knew it. I've done it before. Working with my boy Pookie fucking Rule, you know what I'm saying? And everybody knows Pookie, Pookie trying to get his, you know what I'm saying? So
you laced me on Pookie.
Yeah, for sure. Pookie good people, bro. Pookie a hustler, bro.
Exactly.
Hey, get you a Pookie plate.
When you understand Pookie, you understand Pookie a hustler. You gotta respect it. Shout out to Pookie, get you a motherfucking Pookie plate right now.
For sure. He in Vegas, man. Tap in. He doing the shit. Yeah, gave me the opportunity. One of my some homegirl I know, she hit me up. We gotta hit this promoter up. Hit him up, and it happened. I tried to let him know what I was about. He tried to hit me with a certain ticket. You know, we negotiated, of course. You know what I mean? Because I'm a negotiator. And when I say I'm gonna bring 100 people out, I bring 100 people out. About 110 people, all the way to Orange County. It was in cahoots in Fullerton, the RJ show. And you know what I mean? Like a lot of people talk. You know what I mean? I talk my talk and I walk my walk. Yeah. Probably go. Oh, you got what you got over? She got something over there. Huh? I should have grabbed something.
That's my dark shit. No, you straight. We'll work on that later.
Well, that's a cup of wine.
Mexican brandy?
No,
Oh yeah, she said Torres brandy. I'm fucking with it in a second.
Shout out to Torres, even though they ain't sponsors. Y'all gotta sponsor us next time to get another shout out.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, your boy, you say you can bring out 110 people. You bring out 110 people.
Yeah, man. And from there, he gave me a couple free rides. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into it with minorities. That's how it started, bro. So when I got out of jail, before I went in, me and Eda did a project. So back to so y'all know, the minority was a group, the Gone Man and Eda. She's out of South Central. She's the dopest female artist I ever met. I mean, I got nothing bad to say about her. I wish nothing but the best in her career. So we was doing the minority. Also, my boys from Made Money Mafia from my block, YDM, P. Guapo. During that whole little 2-year span from 2012 to 14, you know, that's what I was fucking with. You know, that's where I was focusing my majority. Just to let you know, I used to do graffiti. That's where the Gone comes from. You know, weird ass name was my graffiti name. So I ain't letting that go. So we were doing between that, you know, we were doing the music with them, and then we get the minority. We did the project. Boom, I got busted. I had a joint suspension for assault charge, and they raided my house. They found some bullshit enough to use to violate me. I went away, the project, everything. They ended up dropping the project on my birthday while I was in the pen. I was in reception, and of course, you know what I mean. Everything kind of faded away. A lot of people tell me, like in my letters and when I was away, like, you know, that I'm the glue. A lot of people tell me I'm the glue. You know what I mean? And that's not from me. That's from y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I can see why. Because I really care. I'm genuine. You know what I mean? A lot of people can admit that. You know, I'm a genuine person. So I got out. You know me, Eda was doing her shit. She had just left the album, so I'm big supporting. Eda on my shirt, going to her shows, big supporting. You know, that's my sister. And then I'm doing my own shit. You know, I'm figuring it out. So my boy Yoshi, my boy Fresh Coast Carson, my buddy Josh, he had tapped in that time. We had a good ass show. I had brought her out to do a set, and then we'll do some music as well. And this is me as a solo artist. So with the Pookie thing, back to the Pookie thing, I was a solo artist at that point. Eda was doing her own thing. I don't think she was really feeling the minority. I don't really know. I did my shit with Pookie. I got a full ride scholarship with my boy Pookie. So then we had a show at the Globe Theater. Eric Bellinger, Problem, and Joe Moses. Shout out to all y'all. Then I had a big situation going on with my personal crowd. I'm not trying to get into that. It was just everybody made their decision. Stuck with mine, and I felt like we just kind of faded away. I don't feel like I don't know really what happened. You know what I mean? I know there's a lot of reasons why, but I never really got an explanation. But it just kind of distanced ourselves. You know what I mean? Everything kind of went their own way. Back to the point where, like, I knew I wasn't going to give up. I just don't know where I was at. What's going on? You know, you're confused. You know. And I can sit here and tell you why I think, but who knows?
Yeah, and about what you
tell
us out of the story.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? But no, exactly. Like I still a million ideas, but I still can't come across them. That makes sense, you know.
Exactly.
But either way, that was that. Decisions were made, and I realized it was me. It's Gutta Gone. You feel me? Like, am I gonna let this shit go? I got these people these naysayers that are supposed to be my road dogs. You feel me? Talking about you can't do this. You're doing too much here. You're impulsive. You're doing because y'all scared. Doesn't mean I'm scared. It nothing to do with either. This is my team friends. Because you're scared and you can't do it, don't mean I can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna air some shit out real quick. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because if you can go, people have a million ideas. I want an idea, I got this. But when a guy like me comes home from prison, lost, nothing happened, got nothing, and executes your plan on accident and did better than you were projecting to do, can't get mad at that guy. You gotta embrace that guy. You know what I mean? You're lucky to have a team player. My brother told me some shit. I would be lucky to have you as a partner in a business like that. Because how you work. You know what I mean? Because I eat, breathe, sleep, all that shit, bro. You know what I mean? I really invested into my time. So, you know what I mean? Like that's what happened, bro. Everything kind of just faded away, and I reevaluated myself, bro, and I thought about it. I mapped out 2020, told myself what I was gonna do. My boy Darren, bro. Shout out to my boy Darren. He hit me up with linked me up with Out the House Productions.
Yeah, shout out the House Productions. I know who that is. That's my boy Droops.
Yeah, my boy Droops,
CEO
man, for sure.
Droops, that boy.
Droops too. Hey, Droops, man, I told you that's what I was about. So this is my favorite story, bro. I guess I haven't got to tell everybody this unless you got to witness the show live. So, you know, I'm down on my luck. You know, I made some songs. You know what I mean? I got some songs done. Let me go back. Let me rewind. My boys from Just Us. I call them a hip hop group because they're a fucking hip hop group. That's what they are. They make hip hop music. They are in the city of Wilmington, California. I got nothing but love for these guys. They humbly invited me to their studio to work, right? We get a song done. Shame on me, right? We do a song, I get in there, I'm amped. I come in there with full energy, bro. I ain't been in the studio in a minute. These motherfuckers got shit. You know what I mean? I get in there, freestyle a hook, write it down, you know, freestyle outside, get it down where I can remember it, lay the motherfucker. I had a verse room, knocked the verse out. These dudes did their shit, you know what I mean? We came back a week later. Hey, I got this other beat for you. Slim me a beat. I wrote the beat, I wrote the verse. I got there, and my boy was like, look, dog, we ain't got it done yet. If you got anything you got to record, go ahead and record it. Fresh off parole, Weapon. I recorded these songs all one night, one take. Fresh off parole, one take. Shout out to my boy Omar Cortez. I lay that shit one take, bro. You feel me? And that was my coming back. My boy Sammy reached out. Hey, I want to do this video for you, the hard ass song. Boom, I did that. And then falls back, the show came about. You feel me? And then so I got tapped in with Sneaks. We're doing the show. He gave me 50 tickets, you know, the whole contract, little bullshit, you know what I mean? Which I don't give a fuck about that contract because I'm a man of my word.
Sneaks?
I'm sorry, my bad, Stroops.
I was like, Sneaks ain't never gave you 50 tickets.
No, so he gave me 50 tickets, right? And
talking about Droops on the house?
Droops, yeah, my 50 tickets. That's what solidifies my slide, who I go before, you know. I got about a month and a week, about 5 weeks before the show.
But what show is this?
This was the February 1st, DJ Quick and the Dong Paddle.
Right.
Kobe just passed away.
Yep.
Shit was flooded down there.
Yep.
Parking was crazy, $50 a parking spot. Walking crazy, it was nuts. Everyone's flooded down there. I brought 207 people out. 207 people as an opening artist. Made noise. They knew who the fuck Carson was when I was there. They knew what it was about. Humbly went up there, did my shit, left, interacted with the crowd. And that's what really got me going back to where I need to be. Because shows are what I love the most. And that's what's hurting me this year, is the shows, bro. I love interacting with people. I love the anxiety about shows. I love to sell tickets. I love to interact with my fans. I like that smile on their face when they see me perform. I like to see my mom. I see my mom's in the crowd for the first time. My little sister, it was an all-age show. My cousins. I had my uncle there. All my favorite cousins, my family, all my best friends. Brian Ortega was out there. My bar, everybody was out there, bro. I had all the cities, you know what I mean?
And if y'all hold on, if y'all have not caught on to this, we are talking about the Novo. We are not talking. Do you remember?
By Microsoft.
Do you remember Roddy Ricch? That feeling when I sold out the Novo.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on, let's go. 207 people to the Novo. Let's go.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that was the Gutta Gone show. But DJ Quick though, that's an artist that I have nothing but respect for, bro. Because like, shout out to Daz and Corrupt. You know what I mean? We booked Corrupt when we were doing our thing with the Harbor Dreams, bro. We booked Corrupt, and he dope. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like DJ Quick went out there. You know how he steps back, becomes DJ.
Yeah.
Man, it's a great show. People love it. I got to meet Crooked Eye that night. Crooked Eye, humble as hell. He was out there chilling. He was fucking with us. He was out there. And it was just dope. It was a dope night. It was an experience. You know what I mean? But it was a good Gone show. You know what I'm saying? And it was dope because, you know, just back to Drew, you know, he gave me that 50. I had come back out to Orange County like 3 times with 3 different 50 tickets. You know what I mean? And it was dope. And I'm selling tickets with other artists' names on it because they couldn't make it. They didn't make the cut. They couldn't even sell one. Or they flaked. You know what I mean? And it's like, being a man of your word is the biggest thing in this game, bro. The follow through. Remember that. The follow through. It's not about what you can do. It's not about what they see you doing. It's not about what they think you can do. It's about the follow through. I used to try to tell people everything, my ideas, and this is what I'm gonna do, fool. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. All right, and then I'll be like talking myself out of it because everybody's all negative about it. But then I talk to myself now. I look in the mirror and I tell myself what I'm gonna do and execute that shit.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do because a lot of that's what people.
Yeah.
That's something that you probably paid attention to in prison.
Oh yeah.
When you get that downtime and you actually sit back and you can not only think about but visualize what the fuck you talking about and you can picture it. Once you picture it, it's all about finding an execution. To get that execution is making a plan. So when people say that, hey, what you talk about is absurd, you be like, nah, it actually can be done. They're not gonna respect it because they don't understand it, and you have to realize that these are the type of people that move too fast. So they don't see what you see. You have to have people that's around you that's gonna understand this shit. And because man, this game's crazy. I'm telling you. But damn, 207 people you brought out of the Gutta Gone show. I'm gonna say that sounds like Gutta Gone show to me.
Yeah, man, for sure I felt it. You know what I mean? It was just it was a great feeling, bro, and I needed it where I was at the time of what I was going through. So that momentum, I was out of work, bro. I was on unemployment for 6 months when we were doing all the shows and everything, bro. I was on unemployment from a previous job, and just to everybody out there, bro, hustling's always gonna be there. But if you ain't ready to do the time, don't be a hustler. So me, I ain't trying to do no more time. I ain't afraid of not one jail cell. I've been to all of them in the Thunder dorms. I've been in everything you can think of. But at the same time, it's who wants to spend a life like that? You know what I mean? So I feel like that's another reason why I move a certain way, and then I got a shark right there. It happens.
Got cut payments.
It's all good though. I wasn't
long-winded goner.
This is just to show you that I'm human. You know
long-winded goner.
This is to show you that I'm human. That's all it is. You know what I mean?
No, but that's real talk. But I'm gonna let you know. We're gonna start wrapping it up a little bit. Everything that you've been doing this shit. So my question is, like you right now, you came in here, you drinking. Say the next person came in and I offered him a drink. Now I talked to his manager and be like, hey, we got alcohol here, we're gonna drink it. His manager be like, oh yeah, it's cool. Because in his mind, the artist that he represents is struggling with a drug substance, not an alcohol substance. But they don't know him personally enough to know that he tried to get off drugs before, and the reason why he got back to drugs is because he started out drinking and led to boom, boom. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So do you think that it's fair, or do you think that it's a good idea to have not just a manager, but also an advisement team?
When I seen you talk about that earlier, I was feeling back to being able to be accountable for your own actions. I save myself a lot of money right now. I don't need one of those right now.
And he didn't even go to Geico.
Yeah. You know why? Because I already know better. You know what I'm saying? If I go out here, my problem was fighting. So if I go out here and I get into a fight, I let my anger get the best of me, right? That little 10 minutes of venting my anger might cost me 10 years in the pen. I want to go back. I got my little boy at the house. I'm fighting for my daughter, bro. So I can't do that. You know what I mean? I have something. First it was parole. That's what, all right, I don't want to go back. I'm going to do parole. Now that I'm not on parole anymore, I'm technically do what the fuck I want. I got to have one of those things, like a parole, to keep me, you know what I mean? Which is my kids. So it's like an advisory team, I feel like is very beneficial if the person doesn't know what the fuck they're doing with themselves and they're still being coached, which is a lot of you young artists, you know what I mean? Great talent, great mind, but they're just stupid. They're raised by the internet. It goes either way. Shout out to my boy Joe Design, you feel me? He's raised by the internet, he's a designer, he's smart as fuck. Other kids are just retarded. You know what I mean? They don't know what they're doing. But yeah, it's hit and miss, all depending on the person.
No, that's exactly on my behalf, that's the perfect answer. Yeah. Because for me, I feel like it depends on people's situations. Like, I know me and my artists, we locked in like type shit, you feel me? Yeah. So I don't, but at the same time, how much do I know that we locked in that to know that if he is a drug addict, what if people don't tell people that hides it? No, yeah. It's those advisory teams that has 10 years in, 20 years in, because they know this person that knows type of shit that it may be a good idea, but it also may be those type of managers like me that's actually hands-on and know that they artists don't have to worry about that type of shit. So your answer is the same answer I got from my boy Mozzie on Twitter. He said the same shit. I got two answers on Twitter. One of my people said, yes, I think it's a great idea to have an advisement team. Another person said, nah, he should be held accountable for his own situation.
Facts.
And I agree with both. I agree with both. This was just an open question. It wasn't just determined about how I feel. You feel me? So I agree with both. I believe some people need it. Because my response to him was, but that
was with drinking though. There might be health. You know what I mean? It could be health. It could be there is a reason why that could be beneficial, bro, because it's not just maybe his maybe not just his addictions. Maybe his health, maybe his lifestyle, maybe the relationship with his kids. And if it's someone that could be there to push those buttons that someone doesn't do. I'm a street dude. Grew up in the streets. You know what I mean? Got a great family, you know what I mean? But I hung out in the street. Even before Pops passed, I was at the park playing basketball. I was in the streets, you know what I mean? Whether I was gangbanging in the streets or hanging in the streets, I was in the streets at a young age. So you learn instincts, you know, and I feel like there I go again. It's all good. Yeah, that's me though.
You know all right, well, I'm gonna let you know I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's the same. I feel the same way with how you feel. We got the same. It's all about that surrounding. Because I'm the same way I grew up in the streets too. It's all about what the next person feels or what the next person thinks. It's all about how you can move. Because and I love that you get that example. It's not just a drug. Because my brother had the same shit. My brother, he couldn't drink because he had cirrhosis of the liver.
Yeah.
So it wasn't good for him.
Shit, rest in peace, Uncle Ben.
Exactly. Yeah. Rest in peace, Slim. So it's like it is factors that go to shit, but a lot of people don't know about those factors. It's not a lot of artists that's gonna go tell their manager, tell their label, hey, honestly, like I got health issues. I can make great music and we can make this happen.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes an advisement team that was sitting back there knowing that this person shouldn't be drinking because they know this person got some, even if they don't even tell you like, hey, right. He got cirrhosis of the liver, he shouldn't be drinking. That person be back there like, nah, I don't think drinking is a good idea for him. And then that person be like, put me on the spot. It ain't a good idea. I can't drink.
No, I feel that.
I like that you get that example. It's not just drugs.
No, yeah, it could be anything, bro. Like how I look at it, bro, is what I told myself when I was gonna come to this music shit. I don't want to do it like them. I learned out people's mistakes, bro. I seen with the no's and the good, the do's and the don'ts. You know what I mean? It's you got to be ready for it, bro. If I were to get acknowledgement when motherfuckers want to give me a deal that's gonna work and benefit in my life, my family, my career, I'm ready, bro. At this moment, I'm ready. I know what I need to do. Only thing holding back is, it's not gonna be my addictions or what my advisor would be worried about. The focus on that is get yourself right. Get your 10 toes. Everyone's 10, right? Are you really 10 though? You know what I mean? Are you really 10? Like, are you gonna if like I got friends, you know what I mean? And this is everyone does music, doesn't know personal. Motherfuckers doing music, right? Something happens and the music stops happening. I used to be that guy. 2016 to 19, that was me. I would let something in my personal life affect what I wanted to do in my dream. This year, nothing affected me. That's why I was talking to my boy before we got here. 2020 has been my best and one of my worst years. At the same damn time, bro. Some of the best things have happened to me this year, as well as some of the worst things. And you have to know how to weigh out the good and bad, bro, to look at it. You know what I mean? Like I was sitting on the Carson bridge when Kobe passed away, bro. When we were filming that Fresh Off Parole video, it was when Kobe passed, bro. That day, that Sunday. It was a foggy ass day. I was blessed. I was happy, like, hell yeah, my fat ass ain't gonna sweat. I'll do all the video. I'll go everywhere. You know what I mean? Because I don't like the sun. That's my worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? I be sweating a lot. So I was happy, and then boom, we got the thing. I thought my boy was gonna call me to tell me about he said he's gonna get it done quick. Boom, Kobe passed. I'm like, what? I'm talking about everybody's feet within a second. I'm like, no way. So you know what I mean? That was the start of the year. Going to shit. I'm doing something good. Kobe's to everybody I know from LA, he's a role model.
Not just LA, OC too, because
No, okay.
No,
in general,
I'm saying
in the world.
I know what you mean.
Let me not do that to Kobe. Everybody is inspired by Kobe. Let me run that back. Everybody. Let me let
y'all know the Mamba is he. The Mamba is he. If y'all didn't know.
So it's funny because remember when people were saying we used to shoot the shot, Kobe, right? Yeah. I forgot about that. Completely forgot being that badass kid. Because you know me, I was back in school, so I was doing that type of shit. You know what I mean? And when that happened, I was like, God damn, bro, this has really been a part of our life. We're kids going through school, you know what I mean? Everyone had an 8 jersey. Brian number 8. Everyone had one. You know what I mean? And it's like, that was what was like, damn, I'm doing something good and something bad happened. And it was just, I lost friends, family members. But then I did a great show, good publicity, great song, good bad, had my son. You know what I mean?
Blessing right there.
But then I didn't have a great relationship with my daughter. You know what I mean? Due to the situations, you know what I mean?
That was before 2020.
No, that already started. I'm talking about this in 2020. I'm doing so good. I'm being a great father. Yeah, but for sure. But yeah, I'm being a great father. Yeah, I got my kid. You know, so it's the good and the bad, and the good and the bad. It's an emotional anxiety. It's a roller coaster, bro. You know, you got the good, you got the bad. So this year's has been crazy. Like I tell my boy, I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what's going on, but I'm not stopping.
I just want you to. I'm glad you're not stopping because I want you to understand that you are human and you still alive. No matter how much or no matter how big you become as an artist, you still gonna have those people around you that's gonna be dying. You still gonna have those family members around you that's gonna be tripping. You still gonna have those homies around you that's gonna be naysayers. You still gonna have those homies in the hood that's gonna be talking down on you. You still gonna have all that, no matter how much money you have. So I want you to understand that with this good and it's bad, continue to do what you're doing. So far, you already got the right mind. I want you to understand that as you're doing this, don't think you're doing it for no reason.
Yeah.
You a purpose out here. You are a purpose out here.
I appreciate that.
So keep on being a purpose. And as soon as you be able to voice what your purpose is to these people, it's gonna be even better. That's what people want. These labels want to be able to sell somebody.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we going independent though. We're gonna figure it out.
Hey, what do you mean going? You already independent?
No, we going all the way though with it. Like we looking for the right distribution deal.
Look, exactly. That's what you need to be searching for. Because 234.
Gazi, shout out your boy Gazi, man. Tap in.
Shout out Gazi. Shout out
Empire.
Shout out the whole.
Hey, we go tag Empire my shit.
Empire. Everybody go tag Empire. Let them know.
I got some smooth over here in Carson. Let me know.
Look, what we dropping on October 30th?
October 30th, 234th in Maine. It's gonna go crazy. If you don't follow me already, my @ is @Gutta Gone, GUTTAGONE. You can find me on all streaming platforms, YouTube, Instagram. I got an album release party November 1st on 234th in Maine at the liquor store. It's gonna go crazy. We got Do No Worlds hosting it. I got DJs coming out. We might have some special guests, but it's gonna be crazy. You got free tacos all night. We're gonna do raffle giveaways. We're gonna listen to the album live. You know what I mean? I'm gonna sell merch. I got pins, hats, everything. We're going crazy, bro. I really appreciate it.
And if y'all fuck with Gutta, if y'all really fuck with Gutta, go click his motherfucking links because guess what? He got merch for this shit. So when this shit drop, y'all hear this album, y'all say, damn, I peeped this interview and I'm fucking with his music, I'm gonna go support. Remember, he's independent, so go support this independent artist that's putting his all into this shit. Go look at his videos. Go search him on YouTube. Gutta Gone. You're not gonna be disappointed. Every fucking video. He is not sitting here with his homies pulling out guns and popping pills. He actually has motherfucking demonstrations going on. This is what real videos are supposed to look like. And that's why I say you are doing everything correctly. Do not stop.
Appreciate
the pressure that's on your head. Keep on wearing it. What that nigga say to what he say to Top Dog? I'm talking about Kendrick. What Kendrick said to Top Dog? Hey, you know what's all that pickle juice you got up under your head? That's what you got. That CG hat. Yeah. Develop all that pickle juice up under there, because they gonna realize being independent is the route to go because they see Gutta Gone come up out of the gutter of Carson, and he gone. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. I feel it. Appreciate that, bro.
No problem. You him if you didn't know that.
Yeah, like I said, man, October 30th, 2020, 234th in Maine. Tap the fuck in, man. Sneaks, Ellie. Love y'all, man. It's all love.
Hey, this is Business Music. If you didn't know, now you know. This Gutta Gone. I am Sneaks, by the way. You can follow me at SneaksBTW. You can follow the podcast, Business Music, BUSIIN Music, BTW. We on.
Hey. All right, y'all.